Hello collectors, welcome to a Statue Talk special. I'm your host, Joe Prodzik. With me as always, the Cato Kid Quang Tran. So it's been a little bit of a slow couple of weeks, the lull after San Diego Comic-Con and Summer Wonderfest. We didn't have a lot of previews and pre-orders to cover, so we thought we would do a new collection room tour August 2018. So what we're going to do is we're going to take you around the room, show you all the statues, kind of the other stuff I collect, and then talk about my future plans for the collection. So Cato, without further ado, hit the music.
Room Tour 2018.
Oh, hi, Cato. Come on in. Alright, guys. Collection room tour August 2018. Just kind of wanted to give you guys a look of what it looks like to actually come into the room. Now, that being said, this isn't what the room usually looks like because Cato and I do unboxings, we do reviews, we do statue talk in here. It's usually full of miscellaneous boxes for different things until I can get them out into storage. But I didn't do any special lighting in this room tour. I wanted you to see what the collection looks like in normal lighting. So we'll start over here. This is the Gotham side of the room where I keep all the Batman statues. So really a lot of the classic premium formats, as well as some Prime 1 pieces and some smaller scale pieces. So right over here, we got the Batman Arkham Asylum from Sideshow. Pretty average statue in my opinion, but I keep it around because I also have the Arkham Asylum Joker statue, and he's might be my favorite Joker statue. And so I keep the Batman statue around to go with him. So next to the Batman Arkham Asylum is the Black Mask prop replica that is from Project Triforce, who I believe is no longer in business anymore. So got this to go with the Batman collection. You can see I have a couple of brass knuckles that doesn't fit my little baby banker hand, so I came along with that. Got some action figures in here. Got the big Prime 1 pieces, Batman Arkham Knight, in the most recent video game, 1/3 scale, and I also have the Arkham Knight himself, 1/3 scale, who does have a light up head. Maybe I don't have the batteries in there right now. So I did get the Bruce Wayne bust, so interchangeable head with the statue. I think Scarecrow would have been a great addition to this collection, but I don't know if I had the room for him. We do have a couple of smaller Batman pieces in here. This is the Arkham Asylum hot toy. I've got this another Arkham Knight statue. This is from DC Collectibles. And then I have some Batman black and whites throughout the collection as well. This one is actually Dick Grayson as Batman. And then we have Bane, of course, the massive beast of a statue. Kind of why I put that little towel there. Just says beast. Bane is in beast mode here. And then below that we have the Sideshow premium formats, as well as a couple other things. So we got the Joker and Harley premium formats in there. And I'll open up those cabinets in a little bit and show you some close-ups in detail. Right below that we got Catwoman, Gotham City Garage, as well as a Kotobukiya Batman. Might be a little hard to see. I need to get some lights in these cabinets to light those up for you. So that's on the agenda. We've got Batman premium format figure, classic version, as well as the couple of Batman black and whites in there. Right down below Batman is the Killer Croc premium format from Sideshow. See, when you pose him correctly, you can't really see that crazy neck seam that he has, right? He actually looks pretty good. So right over here, we're gonna have the Poison Ivy and Batgirl statues. And then right below them, you're gonna have Catwoman, which you're probably gonna have a really hard time seeing because she's in that all black costume. So that is the Gotham City, the Gotham part of the collection. I have a lot of the classic Batman premium format statues, which is why I'm not ordering some of the modern versions. So I really do like mixed media in my collection, and I prefer mixed media for these statues. So I think these are all done super well, which is why I don't need the newer versions of the statues. So now on this side of the room, I've got some DC stuff, some miscellaneous stuff. So we got the Lobo premium format from Sideshow, one of the most awesome statues, in my opinion, that Sideshow has put out. Again, he's got some great mixed media there. He has a second head, which is really good too, but I don't often switch out my heads. Right below that, Cato, is the Pinhead premium format figure. I was always a big Hellraiser fan growing up, so I couldn't pass up on this guy. Below him is one of two ARH statue pieces I have. This is an Ariane statue, character that is ARH's own creation. We don't really cover ARH too much on this channel anymore, and for good reason. So one of the other things I have in here, Cato, I'll show off a little bit. Put over here with Pinhead is this Clive Barker novel, The Scarlet Gospels. This is Pinhead's latest story from Clive Barker. It's actually signed by the man himself, which is why I keep it over next to Pinhead. Still haven't read the book yet. Had mixed reviews on it, so we'll put that back together in a little bit. So right here, up top, Cato, we got the Michael Keaton Batman statue premium format up there, which is an okay statue, along with a couple of comic book box sets. And then we got the Batman animated series Batmobile right there. Right below them, we have Guts the Black Swordsman, one of our most recent unboxings. I'm still working on that review, Cato. You can see he takes up half a PAX. You know, the reason why I bought the PAX shelves from IKEA is because they can fit a lot more statues in the same amount of space as you would get in a Besta. But as you can see, this PAX has 2 statues in it. Only 2 statues in it. So I don't know if that's a great use of space, but where else would I be able to put Guts if not in a pack? So overall, really do love this statue. He's from I always say the Berserk anime, but Cato, he is first from the manga, right? For those manga fans out there. Below him, the other ARH statue in my collection, Death Dealer on Horse. Waited a long time for that. Luckily, he arrived in great condition. Was always a fan of Frank Frazetta's art. Now to the other side of the room. It's kind of the Marvel side. Kind of like to keep everything separated according to universe as much as possible. So up top, Cato, we got the Amazing Spider-Man and the Green Goblin premium formats. Cato is actually knocking stuff over. But Spider-Man, Cato, I love that Spider-Man premium format. I think it's the tits. Really great statue. Below them, we have Black Panther, XM Studios, Cato, careful of Wolverine's claws right behind you. And then we have Thanos, the Mad Titan on throne. One of the most expensive premium formats. Well, it's not really a premium format, it's a maquette. But one of the most expensive maquettes come out of Sideshow recently. Till Doomsday came out for pre-order last week, similar price. So below them, Cato, we have some XM pieces. I got 4 XM pieces in my collection. Doctor Strange, which my wife really likes. We have Black Bolt, the King of the Inhumans, which is my favorite of the XM pieces. You can display him both like he is there, and you can also put him on top if you have the room for it as well. And we got the Daredevil at XM Studios as well. So right below them, we have a couple of more Marvel premium formats. Got some shelf space in there. So we've got the Punisher. He does have a custom painted head. Looks more like Death than he does look like a man. So it's kind of a cool effect there. I know a lot of people don't like it, but I actually think it makes a different take on the character and the way he looks. And over on the right, we got the Daredevil premium format. I don't know why I have 2 Daredevil statues in my collection. It's not like I'm a huge Daredevil fan, but whatever, I have 2. One can always get sold. So now, Cato in the corner, we have some more Marvel premium formats. We've got the Thor, modern Thor premium format from Sideshow. Then right below that, we're gonna have the Captain America Allied Charge on Hydra. Both of these statues got some mixed media on them. For Cap, it's his pants. For Thor, it was his tunic. And then both Thor and Cap are probably going to be replaced with the modern versions next year, I think. Maybe Cap this year, Thor next year. Below them, we have the Hulk premium format figure, the big guy. As you can see, all Hulk statues for some reason have problems with neck seams. Except when you pose them correctly, like I have them down low, you can't really see the neck seam at all. So I know those statues are kind of in the corner, and I gotta work to get them to a different spot. So now we'll go over to the DTOF. So up top, which I think Cato is actually gonna pick up these pieces from me. We've got some couple of PVC statues from Metal Gear Solid 5, the Phantom Pain, as well as an unopened copy of the Collector's Edition in the back. I bought Collector's Edition and I bought it digitally as well. Collector's Edition has a little, I think, quarter scale version of Snake's rocket red arm. And then, so we're gonna go get over into the Star Wars collection a little bit. We need to get some lights in those cabinets, so you're probably seeing quite a bit of reflection in the video. So we got Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan, Yoda, of course. Right below that, we've got K2SO from Rogue One, as well as Captain Phasma and the First Order Stormtrooper. So we've got some room for expansion there, Cato. As you saw, I have about 5 boxes of Hot Toys that I've yet to open up yet, so plenty of room to add there. Right next to them, we got a couple of Star Wars premium formats. I'm not going to add any more premium formats for Star Wars. I'm focused mostly on the Hot Toys for that line, but I like these 2 a lot, so I haven't gotten rid of them. I did get rid of most of my other Star Wars premium formats. So we got the Darth Malgus from the Star Wars The Old Republic video game. And then we got Anakin Skywalker, of course, from the prequels. Now, both of these lightsabers do not currently light up. I don't know if you can tell in the video, but Malgus's saber is broken, and then Anakin's saber, his saber doesn't light up because the wires within his leg snapped. And so without opening up the statue, we can't really fix that. However, I'm about to send both of those lightsabers out to the Philippines, Cato. Malgus's lightsaber is going to get fixed, and then we're going to see about putting a separate light into Anakin's lightsaber and having connect to a separate power supply. There's a guy on Facebook, he's been doing lightsabers for actually the Hot Toys. You can get a CFL lightsaber for the Hot Toys with the external power supply, and now he's being able to do that with quarter scale as well. So over here, Cato, Master Chief from the Halo video game series. A couple of video game statues in my collection, because I am a big gamer. Right below that, we're going to continue with some Star Wars Hot Toys. We've got Chewie, Han Solo from The Force Awakens, and Finn as well. Below that, we're going to have Kylo Ren and Rey, both from The Force Awakens, along with BB-8 over there. So now in the corner, we have some more video game statues. So kind of have some video game stuff over here. I like to kind of keep it very similar. We got 1/3 scale Akuma up top. It was a highly sought after piece, though I don't think he's very sought after anymore. I think I paid double a price for him, and you can get him for like retail price right now. But we got the Ultraline Vega, along with the Street Fighter V Collector's Edition statue of Ryu. Below them, we got Ryu and Goken. These are all from Pop Culture Shock, except for the Collector's Edition. And below them, Cato, we have Charlie Nash, Street Fighter V, along with my collection of Street Fighter books. Over here on the right, we're going to have the SR2 Normandy from the Mass Effect video game. Below them, we got Commander Shepard and Tali. And then right below them, we have Garrus and Liara. So I was going to continue this collection, but because Tali was kind of very lackluster, I decided to not continue with the Mass Effect Gaming Heads collection. Commander Shepard is from Sideshow. It's the only Mass Effect statue Sideshow offered. And the rest are from Gaming Heads. Gaming Heads is sort of a medium quality statues, and I didn't like particularly how Tali turned out, so I actually stopped collecting that line. I may actually sell Tali and Liara. So let's talk about a couple of the other things I have in the room. Cato, up top, we got some Batman art prints by Greg Horn. Right up here, we have a wall statue, Batman wall statue from Pop Culture Shock. They didn't sell a lot of these, and they didn't really continue the line. That wall statue does light up, but if you've watched any of my videos, Pop Culture Shock, you know that I have bad luck with their light up statues. So when I got that Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat, he didn't really light up. Okay, so let's talk about the middle of the room. So I've added some bookshelves in here because I needed a place to store my omnibuses, trade paperbacks, my hardcovers, etc. And also acted as a spot where I could have a couple more statues too. So right below this, Cato, we got the Infinity Gauntlet box set. So actually, I don't know if you can see this well. If I open it up, got the entire Infinity Gauntlet series there. Popular book. One of them is out and is upstairs as I'm reading it. And that actually came with this little Infinity Gauntlet flag, which, though I love that art, I have no idea where I'm going to put this. Probably just back in that box. So a couple of statues I have in the middle, Cato. We have the Wolverine, the newest Wolverine premium format figure, yellow and blue costume. A statue that I really like. Really enjoy this statue a lot. Right next to him, we got the brown costume Wolverine. Another statue I like a lot, but not quite as much. You can see the difference. I mean, this wasn't released too long ago, but you can definitely see the difference between a more classic statue and what they're doing more with modern technology. So this new Wolverine probably costs about $100 in this old Wolverine, and you can probably see why. If you look at the texturing on the costume, look at the texturing on his arm. One of my complaints with the brown costume Wolverine was he was hairless, and this new Wolverine, you can see he has great arm hair there. I do have the exclusive head down here. Normally I don't keep the extra parts out, but my box of extra parts is full. I actually need to get another one. So Cato, you can take a look at the Omnibus trade paperback collections below. Batman mostly over on this side, along with some other DC books there. So on this side we got my very first Sideshow statue. This is the T-800 from the Terminator movie. Was the very first statue that I received from Sideshow. I wouldn't say this one kicked it off, Cato, but I think I had ordered Commander Shepard, and I had ordered the Batman premium format first, and at the time I didn't know you had to wait so long for a new statue. So I got a little bit impatient. I said, oh, I'm gonna order one in stock. T-800 was in stock, I got him. I was like, man, this is super cool. I think I had Commander Shepard unordered, got the T-800 once I saw how cool he was, then I ordered the premium format Batman, and after that, I was hooked. So the other statue I have here, movie statue I have here is Rocky from Blitzway. Rocky is from the Rocky 2 movie. Blitzway does a lot of great movie character statues. And so this is Rocky with his boy Butkus. They have a lot of cool details in there. They got some newspaper clippings, and they even have a little, as part of that movie, was Rocky's throwing the ball all the time. So they even included a ball here with the statue. It's really cool. So, all right, so below them, Cato, you can see some more books. This is actually, I don't play Warhammer 40K, but I love the lore, I love the universe, so I do have a lot of the books. I have some of the rule books just for the background and the lore, some of the magazines, but a lot of the novels. They actually have collector's editions of these novels, which I personally love to collect. You see I have a few here that haven't been opened up yet. So Cato, I'm gonna pull one of these out so I can show it off a little bit. So you can see really cool artwork on there. And then it's got a magnetic latch on there. And then you have the book inside. These are limited editions. And it's a little slipcase. You got the book inside. It has little silvery pages and whatnot. So really dig the artwork in these. Really dig the lore of Warhammer 40K. Really do want to add some 40K statues into the collection at some point as well, although I wouldn't have any idea. So here on the other side, opposite side, are some of my Marvel books, some of my miscellaneous omnibuses, and then over the right I have a bigger collection of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. You can see a couple of statues I have of the Ninja Turtles there. Again, I need to get a light in there. It's probably really dark for you to see. And then I have a couple of video game books, guides, art books, etc., in there. I'm gonna probably add some more to the Ninja Turtle collection. Book-wise, I have some cool stuff in here. I don't know if it's which one it is. Yeah, so in this one, you can get a lot of this collector's edition stuff from IDW. This is original art, Kevin Eastman, Raphael. So really cool there. And some of these books The turtle books, there are what IDW calls the red labels, so they're signed by Kevin Eastman on the inside. And then another signed edition here. This is the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles Ultimate Visual History by Andrew Fargo and forward by Peter Laird. So actually have signed by Kevin Eastman, Andrew Fargo, and Peter Laird. And then I think on the inside there is, yes, Andrew Fargo wrote the book, did a little drawing of Leonardo for me in there too, so that's kind of cool. In San Francisco, we actually have a comic book art museum. They had a big Turtles display, and Andrew was the curator of that museum. So Cato, collectors, that is the collection. So what we're gonna do, I'm gonna throw up some video, some pictures of the collection. I'm gonna open up the display cases so that you can see them without the reflection in the glass, and then we will be right back with you. Right, I hope you enjoyed that look at my collection. I wanted to talk a little bit about what my future plans are, where my collection is headed. If any of you have questions about the types of cabinets that I'm using, you can check out last year's collection and I actually go through each of the different styles of cabinets, what I use them for, why I like them, what some of their detractors are. So just gonna run over what my pre-order list is like right now, kind of give you an idea of what's incoming. We'll talk about where I might be able to put those things. So we do have, Cato, a Warhammer 40k statue on order from Silver Fox Collectibles, a Terminator Brachial, touched base with them. Supposed to be out already beginning of the year, but actually it's supposed to be out end of last year. Sometimes smaller companies, their stuff gets pushed back in production versus the bigger companies. So he's been delayed, but I've seen pictures of him. Looks pretty good. Pretty good statue. We have a Brachial. We have Ultimate Akuma from Pop Culture Shock, which was supposed to come out around this time. He's not coming around until 2019. Yep. My gosh, PCS, what is going on? Sideshow Magneto.
Oh, nice.
Cat. Prime 1 Batman Hush. Sideshow Batwoman. Sideshow Captain America. Sideshow Miles Morales. Sideshow Mystique. Sideshow Emma Frost. Sideshow Thor exclusive. Also have some hot toys on order. We got about 5 hot toys out in the hallway waiting for a spot. They got spaces for that, so got actually Boba Fett is here. Darth Vader is on his way. Got 2 Royal Guards incoming, as well as Emperor Palpatine on his throne. Let's see, I have Batman and Superman Hush.
So you figure out where you're gonna put all these stuff in?
As well as Rogue. That's what we're talking about, Cato. Because as you can see, the collection is pretty full, right? Mm-hmm. Where the hell am I gonna put? Just went over the list. Where am I gonna put all these statues, right? So some of the stuff is gonna have to hit the chopping block. So as I look around the room, right? Chopping block is going to be probably the ARH pieces. Ariane, Death Dealer on horse, gonna get the chop. Probably one of the Daredevil pieces, likely the Sideshow premium format, is gonna get the chop. Captain America and Thor are gonna get the chop, but they're gonna be replaced with same character pieces, right? I'm more of a modern comic lover, modern art lover. And I like that modern style a lot better than I like the classic style. Even though that Thor is modern Thor, I like the Thor Stormbreaker a lot better than that one. And the new cap is going to come there. So any Batman related statues can go with this collection. Batwoman, I'll be able to squeeze somewhere in here. But actually the collection room is probably going to change quite a bit. We recently redid the floors in our house and we're switching out the couches and the furniture and everything in our upstairs loft. And so my wife wants to go with sort of a Disney theme up there. So I'm going to be able to move some Star Wars and Marvel pieces up there. So ideally, these 3 best cabinets are going to go upstairs into the loft. And then I can move those 3 cube Vestas over here and actually add a 3rd, which would give me more space over there. And behind the door is where I can put maybe a couple more detofs for those Star Wars hot toys. So anything that's incoming, I'm gonna have to have something outgoing. So probably the Daredevil premium format, a couple of sideshows, some of the video game statues I think I'm gonna get rid of. Since I decided not to continue with the Mass Effect line, probably gonna keep Shepard and Garrus, my 2, the main character and my favorite companion in that game series. Probably dump the Liara and the Tali. And probably get rid of some of the Street Fighter statues, Cato.
Really?
1/3 Akuma.
Oh yeah.
Ultra Vega.
Maybe Ken.
Maybe Ken. I do have Pop Culture Shop Street Fighter 5 Ken out in the hallway waiting to be unboxed. It shows you, he's been here for like 3 months.
Yeah.
So that shows you how excited I am about that statue. Not that I don't like Street Fighter. He doesn't have a spot over there, right? So I gotta come up with some space and some room. And I'm kind of cooling on Pop Culture Shock a bit, Cato.
Yeah.
Yeah. I
They're
mean,
switching over to Sideshow.
they have switched their customer service to Sideshow, but I don't know if anybody else has noticed their release dates have been pushed back like a year for like everything. I am so sick and tired of waiting. I mean, part of collecting statues is waiting,
Yeah.
right? I mean, look at what's up for order soon. We'll be on the next episode of Statue Talk. Huntress and that Predator bust from Prime 1. Those are going to come. They're scheduled for the end of 2019. Next year, they're probably not going to come until 2020, is what my guess would be. So it can stink to wait that long, right? So we got some big pieces coming in. I've sworn myself off of 1/3 statues, but then I went and ordered Batman and Superman Hush. Because who doesn't love Hush, right? Who doesn't love Hush? I mean, I got some books here. Some of the Hush books here. I need to add that absolute version of Hush because it's one of the best stories, one of the best series, one of the best art pieces of artwork. You saw that Batman art print that I have that is from Hush as well. So a lot to think about. There's going to be a lot of rearranging in the next couple of months. Hopefully, like the Marvel statue, maybe the Star Wars premium formats will actually get to go upstairs, which will create more room in the statue room so I can put the X-Men there, right?
Yeah.
So my wife does not want X-Men up there because they're a little bit Wolverine claws, bloody, violent. But I can put stuff up there like Captain America, Thor, Hulk, Daredevil, Black Panther. She even said I could put Thanos on throne up there. The only thing with the upstairs loft is I want everything to be behind glass. Yeah. So I won't have stuff sitting on top of Bestas when they go upstairs. The dogs are up there. That area gets really dusty.
Thanos doesn't fit in one of these, does he?
Yeah, Thanos doesn't fit inside a Besta. He'll fit on top of a Besta, but I don't want him out in the open because it gets really dusty up there with the dogs. So I want to keep anything behind glass. So we have this little area, we're going up the stairs. We have this little cutout sort of area for pictures, curios, collectibles, whatever you want to put there. And so if I can get a cover for Thanos, I can put him right up there. So collection room's moving into other areas of the house. I tried to do that a little bit before to my downstairs room. Had some of the movie pieces out there, had some Marvel. Didn't really dig it. We're gonna have a Disney theme upstairs, so I'll be able to create some more room here for those pieces. So a lot to think about. And Cato, there's a lot of stuff coming. We haven't even ordered yet.
Yeah.
We're looking at handmade objects.
The
Warhammer diorama.
Yeah.
Rubute Gilliaming fighting a Chaos Berserker. Even at 1/6 scale, that's going to be huge.
Yeah.
Where's it going to go?
Exactly.
Where is it going to go? So, want to keep the X-Men collection down here. Marvel, Star Wars. I don't know about the Hot Toys. We'll move upstairs. Just have to go out and get a couch. New entertainment center. Figure out how everything's going to look, where everything's going to go. We'll be able to expand a little bit, which is really, really cool. So I did want to talk a little bit about what my favorite pieces in the collection are, Cato.
Yeah.
Maybe you can share what your favorite pieces in my collection are as well. There are some pieces that maybe aren't the best that really have nostalgia for me. Like some of my favorite pieces in here, it's going to be Batman premium format. One of my first pieces, one of the pieces that made me fall in love with collecting. Then right behind Cato is Joker premium format figure, right? It's one I always wanted. I wasn't collecting at the time it was released, or either I was, but I wasn't a big collector yet. And so that's one of my favorite pieces. I love all the Gotham mixed media pieces, and I will continue to collect that line. I really do like the Arkham pieces as well. Some of my favorite pieces in the collection. And I would have to say Spider-Man premium format. I really love that piece, Cato.
It's my. I wanted to get that for myself too, but girlfriend said no because I have the symbiote one and it looked too similar.
You could have got both.
Yep.
Looking forward to putting Miles Morales next to him. That'll look really good. And then, of course, Thanos on Throne. One of my favorite pieces as well. And I think probably the next time I do a collection video, probably this Wolverine right here.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
He's pretty good, yeah.
I really like that. Wolverine's one of my favorite characters. Really like the X-Men. So those pieces for me are some of my favorite pieces in my collection. Yeah. So Cato, what about you? Everything I have in my collection, what do you think is at the top of your list?
Definitely the Amazing Spider-Man. For me, I still think Black Bolt is almost probably the best piece. Probably my favorite, actually. Not probably the best, but it's probably my favorite out of the collection.
So,
because I think Black Bolt's great.
So if you had Black Bolt you can display on top of the Rock as well. Would you put him on top, or you leave him like that?
It depends on where the space is, whatever I would hit him. Because like for that, if you put him upward, then obviously he's gonna hit his head, and then his metal silver thing on his head. You know, like, so, but yeah,
no surprise.
This too that I like, and Wolverine. I really like Wolverine too that we got. I personally like Wolverine more than the Thanos, but that's just me.
And hey, Wolverine was like less than half the price of Thanos too, right? I really dig Wolverine too, but he's a smaller statue.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, when I picked up and moved them both side by side, you could tell a difference. This Wolverine is a lot heavier than the previous version, definitely. The previous version has more hollow base. This one's very solid. So I think that Wolverine's going to be one of the top pieces in my collection. I think that X-Men collection is going to look awesome. When I move out some of the other Marvel pieces, I think that X-Men collection is gonna go in that spot. No surprise, favorites are some of the Batman collection. My pecking order basically goes Batman, Marvel, and DC. Yeah. Hope you enjoyed this special episode of Statue Talk. Let Cato and I what you thought of my collection in the comment section below. Let me know what statues you like, what statues you don't like, any ideas you have I think I should do for my collection. You may even share some of your comments or questions on the next episode of Statue Talk. Also, don't forget to subscribe to our channel to keep up to date on all of our latest unboxings, reviews, and the next episode of Statue Talk. Remember, statue collecting is more than just a hobby, it's a lifestyle. This has been Joe Prodzek.
Qualm Tran.
Thanks for watching.